Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Quantifiers. Today's passage that we're going to be reading and understanding is a very common kind of a topic that you have somewhat related to music. And we're also talking about a special kind of music, a special category of music, which does have some sort of a psychological implications, much against the established norms that were there with a specific genre of music. Let us read the passage to gain more insight into. Heavy metal depicts a subculture of antagonism. Now, what is antagonism? Antagonism is some sort of hatred, it is some sort of dislike that we have. So, basically, here, what are we talking about in the first line? So, heavy metal depicts a subculture of antagonism, power, and determinism. Even the behavior of heavy metal performers is distinct in pushing aside the norms of social conduct. Numerous heavy metal performances display bizarre, that is, absurd and weird, behavior during their concerts. For example, Tuckness 2013 reported that the heavy metal band GWAR, a satirical heavy metal band from the US, which is known for its detailed science fiction, horror film inspired attire, obscene songs, graphic stage enactment, drenched their audience with copious amounts of blood. Copious is something that is abundant. So basically, here we are talking about a specific heavy metal band from the US, which was satirical. अब satire का मतलब क्या होता है? आप society को एक बहुत strong message convey कर रहे हो by portraying something that is humorous. At the same time, it is giving a very serious kind of a message to the society, right? उसको satire बोलते हैं. So we've been given an example कि किस तरह से in one of the concerts, there was a very bizarre and a weird kind of a behavior that was being displayed. And somehow at the end, there was copious amount, that is abundant amount of blood that was there on the audience. North and Hargreaves suggested that music preferences may denote an individual's lifestyle, self-image, and group membership, implying that listening to a specific type of music is a deliberate choice of the listener. That would seem to indicate that individuals who listen to heavy metal, which is typified by rebellious themes, would have defiant characteristics. It is as simple as that. So, if basically I'm a person who's probably very light-hearted or a person who's very serious, I would listen to the music which has got very serious lyrics. If I'm a person who's very defiant, I would probably like to listen to, let us say, heavy metal. That is what the next 3-4 lines are talking. However, while research showed that rebelliousness was an impacting factor for listening to music that expressed defiant themes, the rebelliousness was not antagonistic and aggressive, but was rather in sense of being free from the constructs of society and being able to express spontaneous and introverted behaviors. And so let us say if I'm a person who's probably heavily into the heavy metal form of music, that is not because I'm an aggressive kind of a person or I have a personality which is very unfriendly or antisocial. That is because I want to break through the social constructs of the society and I want to display a behavior that is totally spontaneous. And at times, it is, of course, introvert and moody kind of a behavior. Therefore, an adolescent is a teenager who wanted to construct a defiant identity, would surround himself with paraphernalia that espoused that identity. What is a paraphernalia? This is basically, these are all the requirements and a list of items that you need. For example, if I say that I have to conduct a particular sort of a research on any XYZ group, what is the paraphernalia that I require? I require an inventory. I need the group on which I am going to probably, conduct some kind of research. I need pen, I need paper, and then I need a laptop to basically put all the computations and statistical analysis. So all those requirements, all those items that are required is a part of paraphernalia that espoused, that is strengthening the identity. So any teenager who wants to basically display that he's a very defined kind of a person would have a lot of things, including heavy metal as a part of the paraphernalia, that would probably strengthen the identity of the individual as defined. Individuals gave a variety of reasons for enjoying heavy metal. For many, it was due to the skillful performance of the musicians. For others, it was because of the themes expressed in the songs, often portraying the bleak situation our world was facing. So basically, these lines are talking about the reasons as to why people enjoy heavy metal. Some enjoy because they like the musicians, others enjoy because every form of heavy metal has some or the other kind of a strong message to give to the society. Similarly, Martin Clark Pierce reported that adolescents listened to heavy music because it echoed their own negative emotions. For example, most of the participants in Arnold's study chose the song Fade to Black by the metal band Metallica as their favorite song, a song which expressed suicidal hopelessness. Nevertheless, none of the respondents claimed that the song had made them feel depressed or miserable. Arnett explained that for many of the participants who preferred heavy material, the song served as a purgative, that is, purifying function, alleviating. Alleviate means to make something bearable, feelings of anger and anxiety. Therefore, Arnett suggested that the genre of heavy metal be advocated rather than banned, as it could be beneficial for adolescents displaying signs of extreme aggression. Now we've been given the research, or probably some sort of a research that has been done by Arnett in his study, जहाँ पे एक सॉन्ग था फेड टू ब्लैक. अब इस सॉन्ग में क्या था, ये सॉन्ग का बेसिक जो एक एजेंडा था दैट वाज टू एक्सप्रेस सम सॉर्ट ऑफ सोसाइटल होपलेसनेस. एंड इसमें जितने भी रिस्पोंडेंट्स थे जिन्होंने इसमें पार्टिसिपेट किया, दे गेव देयर ओपिनियन दैट व्हाई दे लाइक द सॉन्ग. So they said that even though the song was something related to societal hopelessness, it did not make them feel depressed or miserable. Rather, it gave them an outlet for some sort of a purgative function. उनका जितना भी गुस्सा था, जितना भी एंजाइटी, वो ये पर्टिकुलर सॉन्ग को सुन के काफी हद तक जो है काम डाउन हो गया. सो उस स्टडी की वजह से आर्नेट का कंक्लूजन क्या था कि आपको बैन नहीं करना चाहिए हैवी मेटल को, बिकॉज कहीं ना कहीं ये बेनिफिशियल है उन अडोलसेंट्स के लिए जो कि एक्सट्रीम अग्रेशन के साइन को डिस्प्ले कर. तो होता क्या है व्हेन दे लिसन टू दिस फॉर्म ऑफ म्यूजिक, उनका अग्रेशन जो है कहीं ना कहीं कम हो जाता है. However, despite the positive effects of heavy metal, we cannot ignore that most of the literature points to a strong association between heavy metal music and negative tendencies. Studies have shown that a preference for heavy metal music was associated with increased use of alcohol, illegal drugs, vandalistic behavior, and delinquency. Vandalistic behavior क्या होता है? कोई भी जो सोसाइटी की चीज होती है, आपके कंट्री का इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर होता है, जब आप ग्राफिटी करते हो, उसको जला देते हो, तोड़ देते हो, व्हाट इज दैट? Public property को destroy करना is basically vandalism. Delinquency is habitual offender. Additional studies found that preference for heavy metal positively related to antisocial personality among college students, to the engagement of adolescents in reckless, impulsive behavior, and increased instances of assault among young adults. So basically, apart from the adolescents, जो young adults हैं, उनमें instances of assault देखा गया. Adolescent जो है, उनका behavior काफी reckless and impulsive. Lacourse and others corroborated those findings, showing that adolescents who favored heavy metal were liable to consume more alcohol and drugs, as used music as a means to address antagonistic emotions. So let us see and understand what is the whole chronology of the passage. We are talking about how heavy metal is basically depicting some sort of a subculture which has a negative connotation. But somewhere in the middle of the paragraph or in the middle of the passage, we have been told that not always it displays something that is very antagonistic. At times, it is giving a strong message to the people who want to be free from the constructs of the society. Then in the third paragraph, we are talking about a research which shows somewhat some positive effects of heavy metal music. And we conclude the passage by only talking about the negatives that are affiliated to this form of music. Now let us look at the questions and understand as to what is the author asking us. Okay. Question number 1 says, which of the following, if true, would most effectively weaken the argument presented in the last paragraph? Now, this is a question type that is related to critical. Weaken में आप क्या करते हो? जो भी ऑथर का प्राइमरी इंटेंट है, आप उसके एकदम ऑपोजिट आपने बात किया. तो यहाँ पे मैंने कॉज एंड इफेक्ट आपको क्या दिया है लास्ट पैराग्राफ में? बिकॉज पीपल लिसन टू हेवी मेटल, उसकी वजह से इफेक्ट क्या हो रहा है? दे आर इनटू एंटी सोशल एक्टिविटीज, दे आर इनटू अग्रेशन, दे आर इनटू ड्रग्स, दे आर इनटू वैंडलिज्म, दे आर इनटू एल्कोहल. आपने इसका रिवर्स बताना है, इसका एकदम ऑपोजिट बात बोलना है, ऑथर की स्टैंड को वीकन कर, राइट। ए बोलता है मेनी फैंस ऑफ हैवी मेटल म्यूजिक आर फाउंड टू एंगेज इन रेगुलर कम्युनिटी सर्विस एंड चैरिटी। अब इट मेक्स अ वेरी गुड काइंड ऑफ एन आंसर चॉइस, बट ए क्यों नहीं हम चूज कर सकते कि दे आर फाउंड टू एंगेज इन रेगुलर कम्युनिटी सर्विस एंड चैरिटी? क्योंकि लास्ट पैराग्राफ हमारे को क्या बोल रहा है कि डिस्पाइट द पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट्स, हम उसका एक स्ट्रॉन्ग एसोसिएशन बिटवीन हैवी मेटल एंड नेगेटिव टेंडेंसी की एक जो कोलैबोरेशन है या एक जो म्यूचुअल इफेक्ट है, उसको हम काम डाउन नहीं कर सकते। दे आर रिलेटेड। तो ए जो है वो वीकन नहीं कर रहा है बिकॉज इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट मेनी फैंस ऑफ हेवी मेटल म्यूजिक आर फाउंड टू एंगेज इन रेगुलर कम्युनिटी सर्विस एंड चैरिटी। रेगुलर कम्युनिटी सर्विस तो हो गया, चलो चैरिटी वर्क भी हो गया, बट ये डायरेक्टली मेरा अल्कोहल यहाँ पे क्या बोला है, आप कोई भी इसमें जो देख लो, दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अल्कोहल, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट इलीगल ड्रग्स, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एंटी सोशल पर्सनैलिटीज, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट impulsive behavior, instances of assault among young adults. So we are basically not talking about any sort of work कि वो किस तरह से एंटी मतलब कोई वो चैरिटेबल वर्क नहीं करते या वो कोई पॉजिटिव काम नहीं करते। हमें सिर्फ ये बताया गया है कि अपने आप को वो किस ढंग से डिस्ट्रॉय कर। तो ऑप्शन नंबर ए में जो है, इवन दो इट मेक्स अ गुड आंसर चॉइस, राइट, बट इन रेगुलर कम्युनिटी सर्विस एंड चैरिटी वर्क एंगेज करते, सो व्हाट अबाउट द अदर टाइम्स, एंड ऑल्सो दिस इज नॉट एट ऑल वीकनिंग द होल स्टैंड ऑफ एल्कोहल। सो ए तो नहीं हो सकता। हेवी मेटल म्यूजिक हैज बीन शोन टू बूस्ट द क्रिएटिविटी एंड इनोवेटिव थिंकिंग। अब यहाँ पे थिंकिंग का कुछ नहीं बताया, यहाँ पे अगेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द एक्सटर्नल इफेक्ट्स एंड एक्सटर्नल एक्शंस। Heavy metal listeners have a tendency to use drugs and alcohol at higher rates before discovering the yoga. तो यहाँ पे आप म्यूजिक को गलत नहीं बोल रहे हो, आप ये बोल रहे हो that it is not because people are listening to heavy metal that is why they are doing drugs. It is because they were already doing drugs and then they got into listening to this form of music. So आपने cause and effect का एकदम रिवर्सल कर। Numerous renowned scientists and researchers have publicly professed their love for heavy metal. This is talking about from the point of view of the scientists. But passage हमें क्या बोल रहे हैं कि किस तरह से इसका impact इस younger generation पे बहुत negative. So the correct answer for this question is going to be option number C. Coming to the next question. Each of the following is a valid inference in the passage regarding heavy metal listeners, except that they may. A says, have a desire for freedom from societal constructs. This is very categorically given to us in paragraph number 2 कि किस तरह से वो सोसाइटी के कॉन्स्ट्रक्ट से अपने आप को तोड़ना चाहते हैं, फ्री करना चाहते हैं। सो ए तो नहीं हो सकता। यूज इट एज अ मीन्स टू अलीविएट फीलिंग्स ऑफ एंगर, दे आर यूजिंग इट एज अ मीन्स, ये भी हम लोगों को बता रखा है जहां पे सारे पॉजिटिव्स बताए हैं यहाँ पे, राइट। Have a sense of profound despair associated with suicidal thoughts. We have not been told कि जो heavy metal listener हैं उसके अंदर खुद के अंदर सुसाइडल जो है थॉट्स है कि नहीं, राइट। हमें ये बताया गया कि जब उन्होंने ये पर्टिकुलर बैंड का एक एक गाना सुना, तो वो गाना सुन के दे वर नॉट फीलिंग डिप्रेस्ड, रादर इट गेव देम सम सॉर्ट ऑफ अ फ्रीडम फ्रॉम द फीलिंग्स ऑफ एंजाइटी एंड एंगर। तो ये कहीं नहीं बोला है कि उनके अंदर ऑलरेडी जो है एक प्रोफाउंड डिस्पेयर था एसोसिएटेड विद सुसाइडल थॉट्स। इट वाज जस्ट अ कॉन्सेप्ट दैट वाज बीइंग डिस्प्लेड इन दिस फॉर्म ऑफ म्यूजिक। So option number C makes a viable answer. Be drawn to it as a means of constructing a defined identity. Yes, we have been told कि जो adolescent defined identity रखता है उसको इस तरह का म्यूजिक जो है बहुत पसंद आता है। So the correct answer for this question is option number C. Coming to question number 7. An adolescent who wanted to construct a defined identity would surround himself with the paraphernalia that espoused, that is, strengthen this identity. Which one of the following is not implied? यानी कि directly, indirectly कौन सा point नहीं stated? Adolescents can effectively create a defined identity by surrounding themselves with paraphernalia. This is totally opposite, right? Just because they have that form of music and they have an access to music doesn't mean that they are going to become defiant. Adolescents intentionally select and display paraphernalia to differentiate themselves from others. Very clearly stated in the passage. उसने क्या बोला है कि जिस भी आपके ये जो है यंगस्टर है या अडोलेसेंट है जिसकी एक रिबेलियस एटीट्यूड, वो कहीं ना कहीं अपने आप को सराउंड करेगा with all those things that they advocate the fact कि yes वो एक defined inside. तो मैं उस तरह के कपड़े डालूंगी अपने डिफाइंस दिखाने के लिए. I would probably choose very gothic kind of colors. My lifestyle is going to be like that, where I'm not going to bother about what the society thinks about me. I'm going to carry a lot of things with me, physically or emotionally, that would depict that I'm a person who's very defined by the world. Okay. Adolescents seeking independence may feel empowered by surrounding themselves with defined paraphernalia. ये भी हम लोगों को जो है, this is also given in the passage, this is also implied. So the answer that is not implied is going to be option number A. For question number 7. Which of the following best describes the author's view of heavy metal? अब ऑथर का ओपिनियन क्या है? ऑथर ने कहीं ना कहीं शुरुआत में हम लोगों को बता रखा है कि उसको कंसिडर ऐसा किया जाता है, लेकिन वो है कुछ और. ए बोलता है while the author appreciates heavy metal's music potential for catharsis. अब catharsis is again a word that has been picked up from literature. इसका मतलब होता है कहीं ना कहीं अपना एक इमोशनल प्योरिफिकेशन करना, an emotional expression. They caution against disregarding its association with certain negative behaviors and the need for a nuanced understanding. So the correct answer definitely has to be option number A without a second thought. बिकॉज ऑप्शन नंबर ए क्या बोल रहा है, कैथारसिस का उसने यहाँ पे वर्ड का क्या इस्तेमाल किया था, यूज द वर्ड पर्गेशन, राइट. The author takes a neutral stance on heavy metal music, acknowledging both its cathartic position and its association with negative behavior. यहाँ तक correct है, but refraining from making any judgment or providing any interpretation. He has provided uh, all interpretations for this. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि वो refrain कर रहे हैं. He has not refrained. He has given us a lot of information कि किस तरह से factually ये behaviors जो हैं आपके depict हो रहे हैं by reading or by listening to heavy metal. While the author acknowledges the possibility of heavy metal music having cathartic effects, they argue that the association with negative behavior is largely influenced by external factors such as societal prejudice and stereotyping. No, this becomes one cause, but majorly, last paragraph talks about that there have been studies which have very categorically shown कि आपका preference for heavy metal music तभी होता है जब मतलब it has a close relationship with an increased use of alcohol. Right? And then the author maintains an open-minded stance towards heavy metal music, acknowledging its potential for emotional expression and arguing the negativities associated are isolated incidents. उसने isolated incidents नहीं, उसने पूरी researches and studies जो हैं हमें बताई हैं जहां पे उसने ये problems को हमारे आगे present किया. Now, to be very honest, ये passage इतना difficult नहीं था, but जो इसमें terms का इस्तेमाल किया था, vocab का इस्तेमाल किया था, that made the whole passage very complicated in terms of understanding. So this is what you need to understand, that whenever you have passage coming from humanities, arts, history, literature, music, they are going to be surrounded by a lot of difficult vocabulary, right? So vocabulary, again, as I always reiterate, is going to be a game changer for you. So I'll see you in the next session with another interesting passage. Till then, keep reading and enjoy.